It was a big game this past Friday at Welsh Ryan. The Wildcats beating the Penn State Nittany Lions in an upset, 77-69 in front of a crowd of 1,500. And today, Northwestern tries to continue on their Big Ten winning ways when they take on Ohio State. Hi everyone, Tony Sibilla along with Joe Zydlo, and we're here from Welsh Ryan Arena for yet another Big Ten matchup. The Wildcats now 14-1, almost unthinkable, Joe. 4-0 in the Big Ten and have played great ball in the Penn State game, Joe. Again, Northwestern needed to put together an entire game, and they did that against the Nittany Lions. Got great play from everyone on the floor, including their freshmen Megan Shawansky and Christina Braden. We'll talk about them in a minute, but a big win against Penn State, and they really believe, as Coach Don Perelli told us in the postgame, that they can beat just about anybody anywhere in the NCAA.
Oh, that's definitely true. With the exception of the 7-0 run at the last minute and a half of the first half, Northwestern really didn't have the 3 or 4 minute lulls that they have every half of every game. You know, that normally they play 15 to 16 minutes, and we've talked to Michelle Ratai, etc. But in that game against Penn State, Christina Braden really kind of let the team ride her back, scoring a career-high 28 points. And what can you say about Megan Shawansky? She is not playing like a freshman. 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Outstanding game, especially going against one of the top point guards in the country, and Tina Nicholson from Penn State.
Megan Shawansky, who Coach Perelli said is not a freshman anymore. She now is just one of the other players, has played well, is one of the few players in NU history coming in as a freshman and continued to start in their first season. And so Megan will continue to get that start for Northwestern. Why not? She's played great, along with another team leader on this Northwestern team, Christina Braden, who is just about giddy after the victory against Penn State on Friday, and she was one of the happiest players out there, and says that everything is just coming together right now for Northwestern. They're excited about playing every Big Ten game and are looking forward to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes today. A big game, back-to-back almost games with Northwestern, 2 games in 3 days, and coming off a big emotional win against Penn State. Will they be able to come back and play well against Ohio State? 17 left to go in the first half, and Northwestern with a steal. Good defensive play under the boards and not giving Ohio State much of a chance to drive inside. There's Shawansky with a nice move to the basket.
She is something else, I'll tell you. She really is going to be one hell of a player, as now Ohio State will give us the benefit of calling timeout.
Nancy Darsh wants the quick 20-second timeout right now as the Wildcats have opened up to a 7-point lead, 11-4 here in the first half. Nickel shot no good, and again, no rebounding for Ohio State. Pass inside for Braden. Nice pass. Good look by Ratai. Braden left wide open. She now has 8 points, leading all scorers. And the Wildcats up by 16, 20-4. Who'd have thought Ohio State would only have 4 points in this game so far?
Well, I'll tell you, they're being forced into a half-court offense. And as we said, they just can't run that half-court offense. You see what they're trying to do, running screens. They're not used to this. They're really used to, as you said, an up-and-down, run-and-gun kind of style. And it's just not happening for them. I mean, they just can't do that. If they get it even into a running match with Northwestern, we see Northwestern is killing them with transition baskets.
They're beating him in every category in this one. Northwestern, who were concerned whether or not they'd have a let-up after the Penn State game. I think they've answered quickly that they're ready to play today. Long three-point jumper by Dimiak is good.
Boy, it is such a... When everything's clicking, there's nothing better than to watch this team operate. They really can break you down. They can dissect you. Another turnover now. They really can break down teams, really dissect them, force their weaknesses. When they've got everything rolling, you see what happens. Now Lisa Byington getting a chance to come into the game for Northwestern.
And there's a timeout on the court with 11:57 left to go in this first half, with the Wildcats leading 23-4. And now the long jumper up no good by Johnson. But again, a rebound for Ohio State. Johnson left wide open. You cannot do that with Adrian Johnson. She will take advantage. She now has 6. The Cat lead now down to 5. 1 minute left to go in the first half. Hannaford pushing in, and a good offensive play by Katrina Hannaford. She did not give ground on that one, and she gets the basket and will go to the line. Nancy Darsh a little unhappy with that play under the board. Jackson now has 8. And Northwestern's lead now 37-29.
Once again, man-to-man for the Buckeyes. Really been successful.
Braden goes on Porter. Could not get that one to roll. Rebound fought for. And mostly Ohio State players in the area, but the ball tipped around where Ty comes now, drives in, and it rolls in. And the foul foul as well.
Big bucket that time for Michelle Ratai. Maybe that'll get her going here in the second half. And when the jump shot's not working, you got to try to create. She did it that time. Lucky bounce getting the offensive rebound, and just some great hard work by Braden Hannaford to knock it out to her. And she was able to take it in for a nice layup.